All right, welcome. Today is the very first day on a long journey where I'm going to take $25,000 of my own money and I'm going to invest it into the stock market with the goal of growing it to $1 million. If we have not yet met before, my name is Eric Hagan. I am a financial advisor. I am president of Capital Consulting Group. We are an independent wealth management firm here in the Twin Cities area. For almost 20 years, I've been helping other people invest their life savings in the stock market. But today, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tell you what you should do with your money. Instead, I'm going to show you what I'm doing with my own money in my own account. So that's the goal today. I recently put $25,000 into an account. And today, my goal is to place the initial trades to get that money invested. So you're going to see the portfolio that I've built, the target, the model. I'm going to show you the individual stocks that I'm going to be buying. I'm going to show you how much of each stock or the weighting. And then we're going to actually go ahead and place the trades to get my account invested into the stock market. You're going to kind of get to look over my shoulder, and I'm going to show you kind of an inside look into the technology that I use to actually invest into the stock market. And one of the really cool things about this technology is that I can have the same trades that I'm making in my account also happen simultaneously in other accounts. What this means is that I can also invest your account the very same way that I'm investing my own money. Of course, the way that I invest is not necessarily right for everyone. So there is a little bit of a process to find out if the way that I'm investing my money is also a right fit for you. So if you're interested in having me invest your money the same way that I'm investing my own, your next step is to head on over to www.investlikeeric, Eric with a C.com. There's a short questionnaire to go through. And when you complete it, the results will be sent back to me. I'll go through it, I'll review it, and I'll determine if the way that I'm investing my account is also a right fit for you. See, that's part of my fiduciary obligation that I have to uphold, to always act in my client's best interest. So if you'd like to find out after today's video, if this is the first time that you're seeing this, head on over to investlikeeric.com, fill out the short questionnaire, see if you qualify, see if the way that I'm investing my account would also be a good fit for you. Now, if you haven't already, there's also a longer presentation on the website that goes into more detail of exactly what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, how I'm doing it, how much I'm adding and investing, really lays out all the details of what I'm up to here. So if you want all the details, go to investlikeeric.com, take a few minutes and watch that presentation. All right. So again, the goal today is to take the $25,000 that I put into a new account and get it invested. So let's go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to show you exactly how this works. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to build the model or build the portfolio. This defines how the account should be invested. This defines the target. So what you're seeing right here is the actual model that I built for my account. So these are all of the individual stocks that I've hand selected, that I've chosen. And then I've also defined the weighting that I want to have in each one. And essentially, I've picked a basket of stocks and I want to put an equal amount of money or as close there as possible into each stock. Now, if you'd like to learn exactly how I decided to invest in these particular stocks, you're going to want to go and watch that presentation at investlikeeric.com. We're not going to go into why I chose these stocks here today, but you will recognize a lot of them, right? So here's Meta, Microsoft, ServiceNow, Schwab, Target, Visa, Coca-Cola, Hershey, Google, Ecolab, Chevron, Salesforce, let's see, Apple, Adobe. So again, probably recognize a lot of these stocks on the list here. So again, these are the individual stocks that I want to be invested in, but these can and will change over time. So if you're watching this in the recording, the portfolio could look very different now when you're watching this than actually when I'm recording this here today. All right, so next thing I want to do is I want to show you kind of the unique risk characteristics associated with this. So if you look over here kind of on the right side of the screen, you're going to see that this is a very aggressive strategy. So the target, the assessed risk of that model that we built is aggressive, right? My account is totally in cash right now. So if we look, you'll see total cash. I just put it in yesterday, $25,000 in cash. Um, that cash, of course, right now, as the account is invested in cash, is capital preservation. But the goal is to get it invested very aggressively. So that's very, very important. This is long-term money for me. This is money that I don't need to touch for a very long period of time. And that's why we have to go through that process at investlikeeric.com to see if you qualify and make sure that this is the right fit for you. Because again, this is an aggressive investment approach. All right. So what we're going to do next is, since we've identified the goal or the target, the exact holdings that we want to be invested in, the next step is actually to have the system determine how many shares of each stock, of each holding, that we want to buy. So to do that, we're going to go up here, we're going to we're going to click on Generate Trades. We're going to tell the system that we want to invest this cash, and we want to do a true rebalance to the exact target, the exact goal that we have in the account. And what it's doing right now is it is calculating and determining, based on how much money is in the account and how much money should go into each stock, the exact number of shares that we need to buy to get as close to that target as possible. So as you can see right here, what this is saying is that in order to do that, we need to buy 6 shares of Apple, 2 shares of Adobe, right? Because each stock is trading at a different share price. But what we want is to have as close as possible to an equal weighting across all of these different stocks. So what it's doing, again, it's calculated how many shares of each stock we need to buy in order to get as close to that target as possible. All right, so now that we've done that, and this all looks good to me, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go up here. I'm going to say, yep, I want to confirm those trades. Go ahead and send those over to the next step. So the next step, I have to actually go over here to this um, submission page. All right, so here what we're seeing now is we are seeing that almost $25,000 will be getting invested. And if we open this up, we can see all of those different trades down here. So here's all those different trades in my account, how much is going into each one. And really all I have to do is I have to submit this. So this is where I actually send those trades that were generated down to the trade desk and actually have this money get invested into the stock market. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to release the trades, go ahead and submit the trades, and then execute. So there you go. I am now fully invested the way that I want to be invested. So that's pretty cool technology. And again, what makes this technology really neat is it allows me to do essentially the same thing for other accounts, not just my own. So we can set it up so that the same trades, the same investments, the same changes that I'm making in my account, we can also make in any other account. So again, if you'd like to have your account invested the same way that I'm investing my own, head on over to investlikeeric.com and complete the questionnaire to see if you qualify. Once set up, I will invest your account the same way I'm investing my own. So again, this is the very first day of a long journey of growing my account. I will be checking in over time. In the future, I'll do more videos with any updates. So when it's time to make changes, or if I add money to the account and it needs to get invested, or if it's time to rebalance the account, I'll come on here, I'll record it so that you can follow along and understand with clarity what is going on. Sometimes the market goes through a period where it may make sense to get out, move to cash or some other place of protection. I'll check in. Right now, the account is only $25,000, and there's only so much you can buy with $25,000. As the account gets bigger, I'll be adding investment strategies, so I'll check in when that happens. I'll also check in every so often with performance updates, and I'll come on when it's time to bill the account, because I'm going to bill my account the exact same amount that I bill any other account. What I plan to do, though, is to give the fees that I charge my account to a charity. So that'll be kind of fun to to do. So again, I invite you to join me on this journey. If you're not already, be sure to subscribe to updates, follow along at investlikeeric.com. If you are watching this in the recording, maybe even years later, welcome. You can get started anytime. So please don't hesitate filling out the questionnaire at investlikeeric.com. See if you qualify. It is never too late to get started. I look forward to the community of investors that we are going to be building here. So, with that, my account is invested. We are off to the races. There's nothing left to do here today. So, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the call. Again, very exciting first day. Thank you for being here with me. Head on over to investlikeeric.com. See if you qualify. And I hope to see you on the calendar very, very soon.